I wish I was never born!
The Fairly Odd Parent is a series that is surely familiar to everyone with its fun and light-hearted nature. It was a huge hit by Nickelodeon back in the days. It had 172 episodes over the span of 10 total seasons. Among those 172 episodes in this video, I'll be talking about one episode in particular, which really left me thinking for some time after finishing the episode. One I consider to have a more darker tone and a huge meaning behind it. Episode 5 from the 5th season of the show, titled It's a Wishful Life. For those who have not seen it or who had seen it, here is a summary of the episode. The episode begins and we see Timmy Turner is doing a lot of good deeds so that he will be praised by others, including giving AJ a high-tech computer and even cleaning the fishbowl of his fairy godparent. Instead of getting the praises he expected to, he instead got complaints from the people he helped. And they even criticized his work. But then Cosmo showed him the fishbowl he offered to clean, and yeah, it was not clean. So I see what they are trying to say here. And because of that, Timmy felt angry and underappreciated. So he wishes so that he was never even born. So now, Timmy is in an alternate dimension, where he was never born, and all of a sudden, Jorgen appeared, the strongest fairy in the universe, telling Timmy that indeed, everyone is better without Timmy. For example, Chester now lives in a triple white trailer and has Cosmo and Wanda as his fairy godparents, and uses their magic for many selfless acts, unlike Timmy. AJ has a full head of hair and graduated from high school at the age of 5, mainly because Timmy is not there to drag him down. The Turners had a daughter who is better than Timmy, alongside wealth. Vicky has a job of supplying laughing gas to Dr. Bender's patient. Mr. Crocker is not obsessed with fairies, became Harvard's most valuable professor, has a full head of hair and a muscular body. And Francis is no longer a grey-skinned bully, but a tan-skilled football player who actually helps wicked kids instead of bullying them. Jorgen tells Timmy to find someone whose life is worse without Timmy, or not, he will be sent to the place called...
It is time for you to go to the dimension of kids who improve the world by wishing they were never born!
Timmy first tricked Jorgen to throw him in, but Timmy returns with Vicky laughing gas and makes Jorgen laugh so hard he fell into the pit. Timmy is able to grab Jorgen's wand, however, upon reflection, he does decide that everyone is better off without him, and offers to voluntarily go to the place Jorgen describes. It is then Jorgen reveals this has all been a test, or rather a lesson, to teach Timmy that good deeds are not done for praises, but because it is the right thing to do. Jorgen then returns Timmy to the correct timeline, with Timmy taking Cosmo and Wanda fishbowl to clean it up as the episode ends. Now, the idea of the world is a better place without you is surely a depressing thought to have, but this episode really delivers it in the most light-hearted way possible. To think that you have no impact in anyone's life is kinda sad and heartbreaking. From another perspective, this episode could really show us that the wish was just actually Timmy's thought inside of his head. He had visioned what the world will look like or feels like without him around, and the only conclusion he can make was that yes, the world is better without him. Having this feeling will surely make you feel like all of your efforts is worthless and there's no even point in trying. But one thing that is worth noting in this episode is what Jorgen said at the end, was that you do good deeds because it was the right thing to do, and then suddenly Wanda mentioned that Timmy had a change in attitude. So to conclude the analysis on this episode, the final message is that you need to change your perspective of the world. Yes, maybe right now in this moment, you who are watching are feeling underappreciated and not loved by anyone. You feel like you are the cause to all of the problems in the world, but believe me, as someone who had been through tough times, I tell you that your existence is not a waste. You need to see the bright side of things to see the light shining. If you stay in the dark side forever, then all you will see are the darkness. Do what is right and continue to be kind because as Jorgen said it was the right thing to do. So live your life and enjoy it, so it will become a wishful life.